In the heart of Skyrim lies a cultured and prosperous city. It is a diamond in the rough plains of a vast flat hold, riddled with giants and saber cats and bandits. They say you can see the Jarl's Keep penetrating the clouds all the way from the Reach. That keep is aptly named Dragon's Reach, and the city that holds it, the glorious Whiterun. Due to its location in the pinnacle of the province, Whiterun is an imperial trading hub, and thanks to that, the market is a lively place, and in every corner of the close crops capital of the hold, there is something to be seen. There is your Vaska, the mead hall made from an Antmoran longship, home to the Companions Guild. There is the adjacent Skyforge, known across Tamriel for its skyforged blades. There is the sacred Gildergreen tree, a sapling of the Eldergleam tree blessed by Kinnereth. And along with all these sights to see, there is a fascinating populace full of interesting characters. Nazim is a hit with most visitors, but there are two families in particular who stand out as we first set foot in the city, for they have been at each other's throats for as long as they can remember. These are the clans of Greymane and Battleborn. Hey guys, it's Scott here and welcome back to FudgeMuppet. In this video, I'm going to share with you the full story of this rivalry and the secret plot that is unfolding, hidden from the public eye. These clans have gotten themselves mixed up with some influential political groups, and the cost appears to be quite deadly. Now, the relationship between these clans can be traced back to the times of Isgramor and his Atmoran fleet, the 500 companions. This was all the way back in the late Merethic era. You would think that given all this time spent as close allies, nothing would be able to drive them apart, but I guess some things, like a civil war, were powerful enough to destroy an alliance built to endure the eras. When the Stormcloaks rose under the leadership of Ulfric Stormcloak and the people of this great northern province were forced to choose sides, a wedge was driven between the clans. The Greymanes are staunch separatists and they oppose everything the Imperial Legion are doing to Skyrim. They wish to see Talos worship restored, and they wish to see Whiterun and Skyrim at large ruled by Nords, for Nords. Clan Battleborn, on the other hand, have remained loyal to the Empire. The wealth of the Battleborn clan is also credited for some rivalry too. The Greymanes view them as arrogant, while the Battleborn view the Greymanes as envious. Either way, you'd think this rivalry would remain civil. I mean, in the real world, people are great at getting along despite their political and social differences. Oh wait, on second thought, scrap that. Makes a lot of sense why they want each other dead. But as soon as we get to know these two families during our time in Whiterun, we will soon discover that the Empire versus Stormcloak, Battleborn versus Greymane rivalry goes much deeper than some biting remarks. There are lives at stake, and Freya Greymane will tell us much. She will invite us to her home to talk about her missing son, and when we enter, the Greymanes are agitated. Her other son, Avelstein, will even draw a battle axe on us. After Freya calms him down, Avelstein will tell us more about the situation.
I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help.
He claims to know a lot, but most skeptics could chalk this up to grief-induced denial, combined with an unhealthy disdain for the Battleborns. But considering the volatility of their rivalry and the political pressures put on Whiterun, the city in the center of the conflict, it's not implausible. Maybe we should check it out, but while we're here, we can get his insight on why he presumes the Battleborns are guilty.
The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it.
I'm also sure that the Empire would pardon the Battleborns if they simply chose to assassinate the young rebel instead of waste resources and labor keeping him captive. But I'm not about to suggest that to one large Nord wielding a battle axe. There are multiple ways we can go about getting the information Avelstein needs. We can employ stealth to sneak into the house, or you can blackmail John Battleborn by pickpocketing his letter from Ulfenia Greymane, essentially threatening to out his scandalous love affair. It's a real Romeo and Juliet story. But if you don't want to rely on sneak or pickpocketing, there are a couple of other methods. One involves speech. Having a high speech will allow us to persuade Idolaf Battleborn to give us the information we seek. Or we can befriend the clan, gaining access to the Battleborn home, and then all we need to do is pick a lock in the study. To befriend the clan, when first meeting Idolaf, he will ask us Greymane or Battleborn. Responding with the Battleborn option is all it takes. If you miss that opportunity, sell some crops to Alfhild. Anyways, should you choose to find the evidence in the clan Battleborn home, we can find an imperial missive written by General Tullius himself. It reads, "It has come to my attention that inquiries have been made as to the whereabouts of one Thorold Greymane. It is my duty to inform you that Thalmor agents have taken possession of the prisoner and have escorted him to Northwatch Keep. I don't think I need to elaborate. It is in everyone's best interest if the matter is dropped entirely. I trust there will be no further inquiries as to this matter. General Tullius." Who would have thought? Avelstein was right. From here we have the option to rescue Thorold alone, or we can deliver the evidence to allow the Greymanes to take part in the liberation. It seems only fair that they should have a chance to butcher some Thalmor. When we approach Avelstein with the evidence, he will say,
I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9, it's worse than I thought. So, Northwatch Keep. Then we know where to hit them.
"You're going to assault Northwatch Keep?"
I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorold can't be left to those monsters.
"Of course I'll join you."
I'll round up what men I can and meet you outside Northwatch Keep. We'll get in and out as fast as possible. I'll see you there.
So when we must travel to the far northwest of Skyrim to the snowy shores of Hafengar Hold, and when we meet up with Avelstein and his boys, the briefing will be pretty simple. No fancy tactics, just Nordic brutality.
We kill every Thalmor between us and Thorold, and we bring him out alive. Let's go.
Sounds straightforward enough to me. A garrison of glass armor-clad high elves await us at the fortress, and after cutting through them, we can descend into the bowels of the keep. I think I speak for most of us when I say chopping down Thalmor agents is probably the most satisfying thing to do in Skyrim, and many stand between us and Thorold. Beyond the feasting halls and cobbled corridors, a torture rack can be seen in one final room, no doubt signifying our arrival at the destination. Within, 2 last Thalmor torturers guard Thorold. The torture devices are drenched in blood, and I'd rather not ponder what they did to the poor Greymane to extract information on the Stormcloak rebels. Thankfully, we can deliver some justice and free Thorold from his shackles.
Thorold? Thorold!
Brother, is that you?
I'm here. I knew I'd find you.
What in the world?
There's no time. We gotta get you out of here. Come on, let's go!
Be sure to loot the Northwatch Keep key from the interrogator for a quicker escape. As we lead him to safety, we can even release some more Thalmor prisoners, adding insult to injury as we hunt down the remaining High Elves. Once we're outside, Thorold will thank us for saving him.
I cannot thank you enough for rescuing me from this place. I suspect I'd never again see the light of day otherwise. But why would you risk your life for me, a stranger?
Your family was concerned for you.
Of course, I should have known. Avelstein was behind this, wasn't he? I cannot stay. Not here. Not in Whiterun. It likely won't be safe for Avelstein either. Our best hope now is to fall in with the ranks of the Stormcloaks. But would you do me a favor? Tell my mother to suffer the winter's cold wind, for it bears aloft next summer's seeds. She'll know what it means. I thank you again, friend. You've given me my life back.
And so we've just delivered the Stormcloak Rebellion some revenge-hungry new soldiers. Back in Whiterun, we can tell Fralia that her son is safe.
Is he? You've saved him? I must see him at once.
I'm afraid he's not here. He didn't think it was safe to return.
What? After all this, I can't even see him? How do I know you're telling me the truth and not just what I want to hear?
He said to tell you, suffer the winter's cold wind.
for it bears aloft next summer's seeds. That's my boy. So it's true then. For now it's enough to know that he's alive. I can find peace in that. Thank you, dear friend. You've given me back my son. I'd had Eorlund forge this for Thorald. It was to be a present for his return. I suppose he can't have it now. Why don't you take it? We can always make another for the day when this war ends and Thorald can come home.
And she will reward us with a random skyforged weapon or enchanted steel weapon for our troubles. In liberating the Greymane captive from the Thalmor, we mended an old lady's heart, but more importantly, gave the Stormcloaks a boost. There's no doubt that our deeds will lead to more death in the near future, but that is the way of war. After the quest is complete, guards will offer remarks about our work, claiming that we've knocked the Thalmor down a peg and blackened their eye. And while it did not make it to the final version of the game, it was originally intended that the Dragonborn would have an opportunity to resolve the quest while siding with the Empire. It would have been possible to get General Tullius's blessing to free the prisoner peacefully with no bloodshed, but because it was never implemented, if you wish to complete this quest, you'll have to make a big statement in favor of the Stormcloaks. And regardless of the outcome, the heated rivalry between the Greymanes and the Battleborns is destined to persevere, at least until we learn the true canon outcome of the civil war for Skyrim. But there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the full story of the Greymanes and Battleborns. If you did, give the video a like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more Elder Scrolls goodness. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I've been Scott, and I'll see you later.